Hey garden friend, are you ready to go on a tour of a beautiful flower farm? There's not just flowers, there's trees, shrubs, perennials, a barn, and an area to make fresh flower bouquets. And at the end of this video, you might see a couple of flower bouquets. So if you're ready, let's go, shall we? As we round the bend here, where her house comes into view, it's a beautiful little home. Look at those blue skies. And she's got a trellis here with some honeysuckle. And she had told me that some grapes had been growing on this trellis as well, but they decided to cut them back because they were not performing well. But going through here is a beautiful bed that she has put together. Now she has sheet mulched all of this, and this is really divine, and I hope that you will enjoy this tour here. Isn't this just lovely here? And there's the barn back there. Look at that. So she's got a variety of plants in here, and she's got the Verbena berriensis. Verbena berriensis is these tall plants here, and she grew those from seed, and then there's some coneflower there, and a variety of other plants, but here's a close-up of that Verbena berriensis. I think it's also called meteor showers. I have a couple at my home, but they're not nearly this tall. And this is the area where she keeps all of her seedlings during the winter months when she starts her seeds. And it's a beautiful little dwelling there. And she's also got an area here where she does have some vegetables growing. Look at that. I just can't believe how blue the sky is today. But aren't these darling? And I love these cattle panels here that she's used for trellising. And she does have the drip irrigation for her vegetables, but it looks like some of it may have bolted. And look at that. There's also some other flowers that she cuts on a regular basis for her flower bouquets. And she also told me that these two rose bushes were taken from cuttings. Isn't that incredible? Beautiful, absolutely stunning. And then here's her little seedling house that she's got here. We can come through, and what a great setup. I absolutely love it. It is so charming. And this is a perfect situation for her seedlings in the wintertime. That is fantastic. And look at that sky. That's amazing. She's got a beautiful little window box here. Isn't that charming, with the pansies and petunias? Looks like she's got a fig tree here. And look at this beautiful hydrangea. I'm not exactly sure the variety, but it's doing quite well. And there's another one here as well. Got a little darker leaf foliage on it. Please comment down below and let me know what's your favorite in this video. There's also a cut flower garden towards the end of the video, plus another surprise. And she's got some grapes back here. And that's very well put together. This is wine country out here. And look at that smoke bush. That's a beauty. I believe she said that she sheet mulched all of this, which I have done myself, and I found it to be a perfect solution for creating new flower beds or garden beds in general. All kinds of nooks and crannies here. I love these. These are like one of my favorites. Beautiful. We'll take a look around the other side, and these are all of her blueberries. Now, what an ingenious idea that is. You have to have some kind of netting around the blueberries or the birds get all of them. And she's got quite a few blueberries growing here. And I think this is a perfect solution for that. And beautiful maple tree there. And this is one of those gunneras. They get absolutely huge. And these are the scabiosa here. I love those. And look at this lovely little pond. What a refreshing place to sit and think about whatever it is you want to think about. This is a dogwood here. And I wanted to show you this hydrangea. It's absolutely beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? I'll try to pop the name up on the screen. She told me what the name of it was, but I simply can't remember right at this moment. But how charming this is. I love it. And look at those beautiful Verbena berryensis. Look at that. It's so cool. Beautiful. I love this fern too. I've got a couple at my home. And there's some lamium there. And look at this charming fuchsia. I don't know what the variety is, but she has taken some cuttings, and this is absolutely stunning. Obviously, the perfect location for that. Now, coming through here, we'll walk through her beautiful patio setup, which is perfect because this shady location, it makes it absolutely perfect in my opinion. Oh, that breeze, it feels so good. And darling little outbuilding she's got going on here. And she's got her string lights up that I'm sure will light up at night and illuminate. She's also got a little bit of a fire pit. And oh, look at that. I love these. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. This is just my style. I think that my friend Mindy has hit the nail on the head. And I love her gardening style. I always have. And I just thought that I would share this with you. I mean, it's just so unique. And look how huge these hydrangeas are. There's 2 of them. Good heavens. That is really spectacular, isn't it? Now, this is what would be considered to be her side yard? I'm not sure. But She did give me a little bit of the lay of the land here, but look at this beautiful layering effect that she has created with the sheet mulching that she's done. And I believe that she said that they have been here for 8 years. And this looked nothing like what it looks like today, with all of the gardening that she's been able to do and getting these plants established and making the selections that she's made. That breeze is amazing. Wow, look at that view. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, technically, I think we're considered to be in the Willamette Valley out here, and there's an awful lot of wineries out here. I don't believe that's what's growing there. Oh, look, she's got some pink cashmere verbena. It's my favorite. I love it. And phlox, and she's also got some lavender here. Isn't that beautiful? You can see she's got a bit of space here to do all this beautiful gardening. And she's got these little areas, these seating areas. This seating area just happens to be filled with several pots there. I think when you have these small little areas that have decorative items in it, it gives your eye a place to land, so you're not so overwhelmed by all the plant material. But that's just my opinion. And look what she's got here. It's called Conifer Corner. That's perfect. It's beautiful. She's been able to do all of this. Now this is a tamarack here. And I don't know if you can see tamarack there. And just a variety of other plants. And there's another paniculata, hydrangea. And then she's got a bit of a berm here where it's built up above the lawn area. And this is spectacular too. She's got some lavender and some sage. It looks like she's got some sedum here. Phlox. Oh, and she's got some eryngium. I love eryngium. Look at that. Beautiful. And oh, she's got bee balm way back there. Can you see? So you see how this layered look is really, she's done a beautiful job with this layering of these garden beds. And coming through here is the cut flower garden. Well, of course, she cuts flowers from other areas of her garden as well. Now these are yarrow, and she has a variety of other dahlias here. And look at those hollyhocks over there. Wow. And these dahlias are stunning. She's got several different varieties here. And she's got them beautifully put together here and staked up. That's one of the reasons that I don't do a whole lot of dahlias. It's just a little more work than what I'm willing to put into it. Yes. Beautiful. Oh, and she's got some zinnias too. Let's head over to the flower barn and make a bouquet. We can start here at this beautiful big barn. Isn't that gorgeous? And she's got a few pots here with some geraniums and a variety of columbine and some lobelia. But in this beautiful barn is an area where we can sit down and enjoy a conversation, a nice drink, and just have a really good time. Isn't this beautiful how she's put this together? I love it. This is where Mindy puts all of her bouquets together. She offers bouquets for sale at the end of her driveway, and she also sells to some local florists in town. And she has graciously offered to make me a flower bouquet. Let's check it out. I'd like to thank you, Mindy, for inviting me to your farm and creating this beautiful bouquet. I hope this is giving you some inspiration for your own garden today. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.